Yo, what's up, CDOG? Welcome back to another video. Okay, this has been the most sensational video ever since I did my 100 subscriber celebration. Again, thank you for all the support and views and support I've been getting. I already said that, my bad. And in that video, I've shown off a train that I already had for a while, but I haven't got to a review yet. This is going to be this review. So it's going to take some time actually to get this all here. So we got a military train set from Lionel, made about in the mid 2000s. And hold on. So as you can see here, we definitely got a lot. I mean this honestly, a lot of train here. So this right now is the largest O-gauge train set that I have in my collection. And there's a little bit of a story with this one. So I actually have two of these engines. You heard right, two. I have two of this 99 US Army engine because I found this. I actually bought this one my dad bought this one brand new when it was in the mid 2000s. I forgot what came in the set though, but I believe it came with all of the with this I believe that's a missile car, boat car, mail car, exploding box car, and this caboose with this artillery with air defense gun, minigun, I believe it's on there. And I found another set a while ago. Now that was the original set. I've actually found more of this set at a house, an estate sale, and he actually had this engine in the box still, but had the rest of the cars out, and that's pretty much everything else you see here for $100. I believe the original price of this set was $350, but I may be wrong. But yeah, we got a lot of train to cover in this video, so without further ado, so we're gonna start off with the engine and work our way down until we get this puppy on the layout. So let's get to that going. All right, so we're gonna start with this military train, and while we're at it, we're gonna look at the sound car that came with it. So this is a very interesting specimen, and quite frankly, it's one of the weakest engines in my collection, mainly because it's 90% plastic. The entire shell is made of plastic and extremely hollow. Actually, I've seen this thing in the inside. There's barely any wiring in it, but it's actually quite a good engine. But as you see here, we got this nice engine here. There's not too much detail on it because this wasn't a high-end set, but this definitely is a really, really gorgeous piece to this day, in my opinion. And definitely the big noticeable factor is we got missiles here, and these missiles, you can fire them off of your Legacy or TMCC remote, or you can use this lever here and push them manually. So let's try to aim for those passenger cars. And then you can reset them, and then keep having fun. Now, let me get these missiles here. I really love this engine, but I'll just show you the bottom right now because this is really the one reason why I'm on my 100% best favorite. So this is the bottom of the engine. That's all you're getting, and this is the reason why I don't like it. You have drive gears. I believe this is a 2-axle motor in the front. You would think that it would be 2 drive wheels, or at least have the drive wheels in the back on the trailing truck. But no. So when this thing is pulling too much weight, it loves to bounce, particularly this front piece, and it will come off. It will jump off the tracks, and it'll sound really not so good. And also, it's not even held in by anything. I actually did look this up. This is how this engine is actually built. So yeah, big bummer but because this is such a nice product, and you would think that Lino put a little bit more effort into it. But anyways, I digress. So now I looked at the engine. Also, just light on top does flicker. Sometimes it was doing it before, but it doesn't do it anymore. So it just happens occasionally. So now we got, since there's barely any room in this engine for the missile launching and the 2-axle motor up front, there's no room for sound. So what do? They put out a sound car that came with it. And this actually does have a nice heft to it for a O-gauge boxcar. Now, this is actually one of the probably the nicest piece of the set because it's weighed out really well, and yeah, it kind of reminds me of the bottom of the Polar Express Tundra that I have. But yeah, this is actually not too much here because it's just a sound car, but this is one of the most confusing engines to program because you gotta have the sound car and the engine on the track connected to one remote, to the same remote, and have to be paired at the same time. So which it just makes this a really, for the first time I got it, it took me about 6 minutes to realize how to actually start this thing up because it was just a little confusing. But a little glance at the manual does not hurt one bit. But anyways, I believe this is there's a bottom here. I believe it's a volume switch, the slider right there, I'm not sure. More pickup rollers, and program run mode. Then we got the sound on or off. Oh no, that's not it. That's signal and rail mode. But anyways, yeah, the doors do not open on this car, so don't get excited about it. But anyways, that is the sound car. We're gonna move on and look at the 9 freight cars that I got that can go in conjunction with this engine. So let's get to that now. Okay, so this is the first set of cars, and I classify them as the weak cars because this is the only 3 cars in the collection of this train that I have that are using plastic trucks and plastic knuckle couplers. So when you're trying to fire this thing, it's really plasticky and not good to have a proper fix on anything. But anyways, we're gonna start with the missile car here, the DODX, built by Lionel there, as you see. This is entirely plastic, but I actually do like this car because just like the Post for Celebration series one that they put out a few years back, this is the exact same car, but a little bit older technology, and this is definitely, I'm gonna set it off, it's definitely a lot more used, and it takes longer for the thing to actually rise. So just, there it goes, and then to put it back down, pull down on the lever, the black lever on the side here. But yeah, it works perfectly. It's just really plasticky, and the rocket is showing some age because there's a lot of dents and scratches on the bottom, and the middle is starting to come apart. So yeah, not good. And then anyways, this is quite frankly my thank you. I kept moving this way. So this is the next car. This is the bunk car, I believe. And just like with the box car, this one is also extremely plasticky. The roof, the shell, and the frame are all made of plastic, so don't get happy about this one. It still uses the same plastic couplers, but you see you got some pickup rollers here and an on-off switch. You'd be thinking, what is that for? It does put out smoke. It is a functioning smokestack on here. My car does not properly do that anymore, so it's a really bummer because sometimes I put the smoke fluid in, it puffs out a crap ton of smoke, and then it doesn't smoke anymore. You only do one really tiny drop, and somehow it still doesn't work. Alright, this car I'm going to do a little bit more in-depth on. This is the Army Emergency Response car, and this is the exact same mold and texture of the Lionelville Fire Department car, and I didn't go over too much in that episode, but this one I will. So as you can see, we got this light here. It does turn on. You look under it. If you move the wheels, this starts, the light inside moves while all the trucks on this side are moving. I'm gonna just flip it underwards. This is what it looks like. Sorry if that gear looks a little wet, I don't know why. So as you're moving this one truck, you can see the gear moving in the middle, which causes this light to spin. It's just a plastic, it's a bit dusty. It's just a plastic lens on it. It's very basic. Twist it on, there you go. And does that while you're moving. It gives a really nice effect without breaking the bank. Now we got the crane here, and this one is 360 movements, and actually never mind, I believe it's 180. Yeah, this is the stopping point right there, so it stops where the light bulb is. So you can control this with your hand, so left, right, decides on the height of the ladder. And it's really hard to do all this one-handed, so I apologize if there's any inconvenience. And the left one, it is old. It does move the ladder. I'm gonna move up it. It does move the ladder farther up, but as I can tell, I'm not gonna do it for too long because the spring on it is extremely rusty, and it's been worn out well. So yeah, it still gets the job done. It's just old. I'm trying to put the damn thing back down. And, oh yeah, same thing for this car. I think it does. The fireman on here does move. Yeah, it does move with the car while it's in motion. You'll probably see it better while it's on the track. But yeah, there's the firehouse, Army emergency response firefighter car. So we got that down. Now we got 6 more cars. Oh boy, let's keep moving. Alright, so now we got the next set of cars. Now these are the more modern cars, as you can tell. We got metal knuckle couplers, metal trucks, and oh, sorry, I just delayed an effect. You can see it there. And we got some really nice pickup rollers, and since it's all metal this time, it's gonna be a lot better product. So these is the next classification of cars that we do. These are the operating cars, and they do have some features. So we're gonna do let's do this car first. So we got the USMC 6651 missile car, and just like with the rocket car that I just shown, this is the exact same thing, but this one, let me see if I can get that out. This one shoots a missile instead of a rocket. As you can tell, this is one beefy missile, and looking at the hull of this barrel, you wonder why people are so afraid of getting their kids' eyes popped out or smacked in the face with these things. Because, yeah, it can definitely do some damage. Take it from experience. So, it works the same way. I'm still going to fire it because I feel like it's for show. But yeah, still put it down the same way. This one does have 360 movements, which is nice. I'm just gonna put that back in there. So that's the first car that has a function. This car, next car has alright, here we go. Actually, hold on, I'm doing this one. So we got the United States Army mail car, and judging by what this does, it is pretty much a recreation of the post-war 64 milk mail cars, which there's a little metal stool down there, spool, whatever you want to call it, headed down by one of the couplers, or one of the special uncoupling tracks, or just fire by hand. The little mailman that pops out. Nothing is supposed to come out, but either way, it's a nice feature. I do like it. And that's what it is. I use the bottom of it. It's definitely starting to show age, but it still works. Next car, we got the USAX Army Air Defense car, caboose. I believe this is a caboose. And so for this one, let me try to get some back on the table. So this car, it has one feature only, and it does classify as operating. So we got this light here, and we got this bulb. As it's getting electricity, the bottom here vibrates, which causes this little searchlight here that is just put it on top. There's nothing holding it down. Causes a searchlight on top of here to move and rotate while it has electricity, and also light interior. Here's the bottom of the car. You can tell very, very basic still, and quite frankly, it's very nice. Then we got this air defense dual mounted miniguns. I believe that's what they are, machine guns. It does move 360, and you can move it up, and if you have it up in the top position for 360, but since you got these two stoppers here, it doesn't go much further. But anyways, it's just for shows, nothing special, but although it's very nice, I do like it. And then for the last operating car, we got the 3685-3 exploding boxcar. Same thing as a Poster Celebration Series one, but I don't think I've shown it off yet, but I'm just gonna do it anyways. So we got this pin here, this little metal, I believe it's made out of aluminum pin, and there is a explosive, not really, but there is a mechanism inside that will launch the roof off the car. And while the roof launches off, you get these two side pieces here. And these are the little tabs. I did not know that it was, that kind of jumped me a bit. This one actually was loaded. And then while it happens, as you saw there, it will knock off the sides as well. So we got this latch here. You pull it down where this piece is, and then that's how you fire it. And then once you throw a missile at it from one of these cars, hits this piece, it will launch this mousetrap mechanism, spring-loaded this little piece of metal into air, hit the top of the roof of the boxcar, and then like gravity take off the sides as well. So yeah, this one is not you can't operate it by using one of the special uncoupling pieces of track, but either way, this is one of the nicer cars I have. Now this is the exact same as a regular exploding boxcar, but it's just in a different paint scheme. So there's not really anything super special going on here. And now, since we got those, we'll put the pin back in. And now since we got the 4 operating cars done, we're gonna finish up with the last 2 cars, which we'll get to right now. Okay, so this is the last category of cars right here. These are the non-operating cars, and these are the modern trucks I just shown. So we got the knuckle couplers, the metal knuckle couplers, metal tabs, metal wheels, all metal here except for everything else because it's just plastic. So here we got, I'll do this one first. So this is just a regular 6425 flat car, but we got these pegs here on this piece. I believe I could take it off. I don't want to. You can take this piece off, but it's really just a flatbed, just painted green and army themed with this boat on it. The boat is pretty nice. I don't think I've ever actually taken it off the stand or off these ropes, but yeah, very nice car nonetheless. Even though it has no special features, it's still good. And then, hold on, we got a runaway car. There we go. All right, now we got the final car of the set is this Army 3656-2 work caboose. I believe it's a work caboose. I know it's a work car. I believe it's like a work caboose as well. So this is pretty basic as well. There's nothing special. It just has illuminated light fixtures inside the I believe the cupola is what it's called. and you can't take this off. This definitely has wear and tear on it because we got a few pegs here that are broken. This one is supposed to be all green, but some of them are white on the end, so I'm assuming part of it just broke off. But you can take it off if you want to. It just pops back in. Since it is broken, it doesn't fit well anymore. So, yeah, bummer, but it still works. Still works. But anyways, since we got these cars out of the way, we can finally finish up the review of the set. And now we're going to take this puppy to the layout. Alright, so we got the engine on the layout and programmed under slot 43. As I decided because it's 43 in the last stages of the sound car. And without further ado, let's start her up. Because this is one of my favorite engines, the highlight of it is definitely the sound effects on this. It's absolutely amazing. So here's the so-called horn. It's just an air raid siren. It's absolutely amazing. Here's the so-called bell. Here's the crew talk sounds.
Scanning for target. Prepare to fire. We have target. Fire. We have target. Prepare to fire. We have target. Fire.
Here's the tower comm.
SAC 99. Commence launch sequence.
That is the sound of the rear coupler, even though that there is no electric coupler on this engine. So it just is really confusing why that feature's on there. But we're gonna try to demonstrate the firing of the missiles. But without further ado, we're just gonna run the train around for a bit and send her out. Alright, we're coming in to bomb this air base over here, so here comes the engine. I missed the base, but you can see how it fires. So that about wraps it up for this review of this engine. As you can tell, it is very nice, but considering of its old age and somewhat a good amount of usage, it has shown some wear and tear, but as you can tell, it still's a beauty. So about wraps it up for this video. Like and subscribe. I hope we get to making some more content in the future, because I'd love to show more parts of the layout of certain future reviews. So anyways, about wraps it up. Comment down below, what do you, out of the live stream, what engine should I review next? Don't be MTH, because I cannot get MTH working right now. But anyways, that about wraps it up. This is CDOG signing off. Have a very nice day.